There is a truth so uncomfortable, so opposite to everything you've ever been taught that just mentioning it makes people hostile. Your parents don't tell their kids. Schools refuse to teach it. Social media actively suppresses it. Because if people truly understood this truth, entire industries would collapse overnight. The self-help industry, the personal branding industry, the wellness industry, the motivation industry. They all depend on you not knowing what I'm about to tell you. And I'm warning you now, you're not going to like this. Your first instinct will be to reject it, defend against it, explain why it doesn't apply to you. That resistance, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Because here is the conversation society isn't ready for. The truth that will make you uncomfortable. The reality that contradicts everything modern culture has taught you. You are not special, and that is the most liberating truth you will ever hear. But before you click off this video, before you tell me I'm wrong, before you explain why you truly are different, let me quickly clarify. This isn't meant to tear you down. It's not to say you have no value or that you can't be excellent. On the contrary, it's to free you from the crushing pressure of having to be different just to be worthy. It's about dismantling a lie that is trapping you. Let's start with what you've been told your whole life. From the moment you were born, everyone around you reinforced the same message. You are unique. You are special. You are one in a million. There is no one else like you in the world. Your parents told you this. Your teachers repeated it. Every Disney movie, every motivational speaker, every graduation speech hammered this idea into your head. Find your unique purpose. Discover your special gifts. Express your authentic self. You were born for something only you can do. And you believed it. Of course you did. Everyone does. That belief became the foundation for how you view yourself and your place in the world. You're not just another person, you're special, different, destined for something significant. Can you identify with that feeling of being or having to be extraordinary? Here's the problem. It's a lie, and that lie is destroying you. Now, before you get defensive, before you start listing all the ways you are different from everyone else, let me prove why this narrative exists and who benefits from it. In 1969, psychologist Nathaniel Branden published a book that would change Western culture forever. He argued that high self-esteem was the key to mental health and success. Schools adopted it immediately. The self-esteem movement exploded. Participation trophies, constant praise. Every child was told they were special, unique, and destined for greatness. Sounds positive, right? Boost kids' confidence, make them feel valued. What could go wrong? Dr. Jean Twenge from San Diego State University spent decades studying the effects. She analyzed data from millions of young people across generations. Her findings? The self-esteem movement created the most narcissistic, anxious, and depressed generation in recorded history. It's ironic, isn't it? The thing that was supposed to strengthen us actually made us fragile. But how? This is the trap. The belief that you are special doesn't create confidence. It creates expectation, pressure, an overwhelming feeling that you have to prove your uniqueness or you failed at being who you were supposed to be. Think about your own life right now. You believe you're destined for something significant, something special. So every day you're not achieving that special thing feels like a failure. Every moment you're doing ordinary work feels like you're wasting your potential. Every accomplishment that isn't extraordinary feels inadequate. You can't be satisfied with a good life because you're supposed to have an exceptional life. You can't enjoy normal success because you're destined for special success. You can't appreciate common happiness because you deserve extraordinary happiness. Where do you feel this pressure in your life? Do you recognize yourself in this cycle? The belief in your own specialness has become a prison, and you don't even realize you're locked up. But then, what is the real cost of this to society?
Let me show you what else happens when an entire society believes everyone is uniquely special. Dr. Roy Baumeister's research on narcissism and entitlement revealed something disturbing. When people believe they are special, they expect special treatment. They expect their opinions to matter more. They expect their feelings to be prioritized. They expect the world to acknowledge their uniqueness. And when the world doesn't, when reality treats them like everyone else, they experience it as injustice, as disrespect, as the world failing to see their true value. You know what that creates? Anger, resentment, a constant feeling of being undervalued and misunderstood. No one understands me. No one sees my potential. No one appreciates what I have to offer. That's not reality. That is the collision between your belief in your own uniqueness and the world's indifference to it. Because here is the blunt, naked truth. The world does not care that you are special. Because from the world's perspective, you aren't. There are 8 billion people on this planet. You are one of them. Your problems are not unique. Your struggles are not new. Your pain is not special. Your dreams are not original. Every feeling you've ever had, someone else has felt. Every thought you've ever thought, someone else has thought. Every challenge you face, millions of others are facing right now. You are not the exception. You are the rule. Think about this. If your pain and dreams are universal, is that a burden or a relief? And I know what you're thinking, but I am different. I have unique talents, unique experiences, unique perspectives. Do you? Or do you just believe that because you've been told your whole life that you're supposed to be different? Malcolm Gladwell's research on expertise showed that exceptional performance in any field comes from roughly 10,000 hours of practice, not from being special. It comes from doing the same work every other expert has done. Dr. Anders Ericsson spent his career studying high performers across diverse fields. His conclusion? Natural talent accounts for far less than we think. What separates the exceptional from the common is sustained effort over time, not inherent uniqueness. The violinists at Juilliard aren't special. They just practiced more. The entrepreneurs who built successful companies aren't unique. They just persisted longer. The athletes in the Olympics aren't magically gifted. They just trained harder.
They are not special. They just did more of what everyone else was capable of doing, but didn't. Now, this is where things get truly uncomfortable. The entire structure of modern society is built to sell you the belief that you are special. Because if you believe you're special, you will spend your entire life trying to prove it. You will buy courses to discover your unique purpose. You will hire coaches to unlock your special potential. You will consume content on finding your authentic self. You will build a personal brand to express your uniqueness. The self-help industry generates billions a year selling solutions for you to discover and express your uniqueness. Social media platforms generate hundreds of billions, allowing you to broadcast your uniqueness to the world. So who actually profits from this illusion? Everyone but you. Because here's what truly happens when you base your identity on being special. You become isolated. Because if you are truly unique, no one can really understand you. No one can relate to what you're going through. You are fundamentally alone in your specialness. You become anxious because you constantly have to prove and maintain your uniqueness. Every day you are not demonstrating your exclusivity feels like you're failing to be yourself. You become unsatisfied because no achievement feels good enough if you're supposed to be exceptional. Normal success feels like a failure when you believe you're destined for extraordinary things. And worst of all, you disconnect from the one thing that actually creates meaning, genuine human connection. Because connection requires common ground. It requires shared experience. It requires recognizing that what you're going through, others have gone through. That your pain is universal. That your struggles are human, not unique. The belief in your specialness destroys your ability to connect, because you cannot truly connect with someone when you believe you are fundamentally different from them.
That is why the most isolated generation in history is also the generation most obsessed with expressing its individuality. They are not isolated despite their focus on uniqueness, they are isolated because of it. So the very uniqueness we seek is actually isolating us. What a paradox, right? Here is the truth that will set you free. You are not special. You are normal. Your problems are common. Your dreams are shared. Your pain is universal. Your experiences are lived by millions. And that is not depressing. That is liberating. Because if you're not special, you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to find your unique purpose. You don't have to express your authentic self. You don't have to be different from everyone else. You can just be. And that is enough. When you accept that you are not special, several things happen. 1. Freedom from pressure. You no longer feel the need to be exceptional to be valid. You can pursue excellence because it interests you, not because you need to prove your uniqueness. You can enjoy normal success without feeling like a failure for not being extraordinary. It makes room for joy in small accomplishments. 2. Genuine connection. You stop feeling isolated. If your experiences are common, it means millions of others understand exactly what you're going through. You're not alone in your struggles. You are part of the human experience. That connection, that sense of shared humanity, is what actually creates belonging. Not your uniqueness, but your commonality. 3. Real confidence and growth. You develop authentic confidence, not the fragile confidence that comes from believing you're special and fearing someone will find out you're not. The solid confidence that comes from accepting you are ordinary and deciding that's enough. Paradox. The belief you are special keeps you ordinary. The acceptance that you are ordinary allows you to become exceptional. Exceptional people are not born special. They become exceptional through sustained effort on common things. Think about the people you truly admire, the ones who built something real, the ones who created a genuine impact, the ones who achieved worthwhile things. They are not sitting around contemplating their uniqueness. They are not focused on expressing their authentic selves. They are not trying to prove they are special. They are doing the work, the common, repetitive, unglamorous work that everyone is capable of doing, but most people won't do because they're too busy trying to be special. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in history, wrote in his private journal, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Not how special I am, not my unique perspective as emperor, just observations on universal human nature." Because he understood he wasn't special. He was just a man with responsibilities trying to fulfill them well. And that clarity gave him the power to be exceptional. So here are 3 simple principles to adopt this liberating perspective. 1. Let go of the need to prove. Stop trying to be special. Stop trying to find your unique purpose. Stop trying to express your authentic self. Just be a normal person trying to do good work, build good relationships, and live a good life. That's enough. 2. Seek commonality. When you meet someone, don't try to show how you're different. Find the common ground, the shared experience, the universal humanity. In your pain, in your joy, in your challenge, you are not alone. Millions have felt this too. 3. Value the ordinary. When you accomplish something, don't dismiss it because it's not special enough. Appreciate it as a normal person who did a good thing. The freedom you're looking for isn't in discovering your uniqueness. It's in accepting your normalness. Because you are not special. You are human, and being human is enough. If this made you uncomfortable, if you felt defensive, if you wanted to explain why you truly are different, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Sit with that discomfort. Question why it bothers you so much to consider that you might not be special. What are you afraid of losing if you let go of that belief? If you're brave enough to face this truth, share your answer in the comments. What would change if you stopped trying to prove your uniqueness and just focused on being a good human doing good work? Tag someone you know needs to hear this liberating truth and join this essential conversation. Because you're not special and neither am I. And that's why we can truly understand each other. Until the next video,